Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to part 2 of my back pain relief video series. Today I'm going to be covering things that I do as preventative measures. In part 1, I covered things that I do for immediate relief, so if you haven't seen that, check out the link for part 1. But first, a short disclaimer.
The opinions or information in this video should not be taken as advice in any form, medical, financial, legal, or anything else. Please pause the video now to read the rest of the disclaimer or read it in the show notes.
Number 8, proper lifting technique. I always try and lift with my legs and not with my back. As simple as that sounds, that can really do a lot of good in preventing back injuries and keeping your back from hurting. I encourage you to look up some good practices on the web that can show you some detailed instructions on this. This has really been a big part of me getting back pain free and staying that way. Number 7 is intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting has a pretty strong anti-inflammatory effect for me, and others report the same. For me, it's similar to taking about 400 milligrams of ibuprofen, but obviously it's drug-free. There's other benefits, of course, to it. You can read all about those on the web. One is weight loss, and we'll talk about that as well. Number 6, losing weight. You know, me being at a lighter weight really helps keep some of that pressure off my spinal column. When that spinal column is compressed, it pinches some nerves, which causes some leg pain for me, and the lighter I am, the less of that I get. Intermittent fasting, of course, helps with that. I also do some road biking or cycling. That also helps. I tend to ride with people that are faster than me, and that gives me an even extra incentive because a lot of that has to do with power to weight ratio if you want to be good and keep up with those guys. So I like to find some sort of sport or activity where I need to be lightweight to do it. That's just an additive incentive there. Number 5, laying on my stomach for a few minutes before I get out of bed in the morning. I know this one sounds silly. I normally sleep on my back or my side, but I found that laying on my stomach for just a few minutes before I get out of bed in the morning seems to help my back out. So I know that one's silly, but hey, I'll put it in there because I've gotten quite a bit of relief out of just something as simple as that. Number 4, books and videos by Stuart McGill. I had a friend of mine recommend this guy to me. This guy is an academic that's done a lot of study on the back, and I bought one of his books, and I've got some links below. They'll actually mirror the ones that'll be in the show notes. So check those out if you're interested. I got some help out of the books. I thought they were pretty good. Number 3, a down mattress cover and sleeping on top of the comforter. I know this one seems really silly, but I noticed when I took a nap on top of the comforter that my back felt better. I think it has to do with my hips being able to slide around and get in the correct position. Currently, I'm actually doing both. I'm sleeping on a mattress cover that's like an imitation down, and then I think the same as our comforter, I think it's an imitation down as well. I sleep on top of that every night. My back has never felt better. Again, I know this is silly, but I'm ranking this at number 3 because it's provided a lot of help to me. I'll have some links in the show notes to what I'm actually using. Number 2, a firmer mattress and or a board under the mattress. I am currently sleeping on the firmest memory foam mattress that I could find. It's not a Tempur-Pedic. I think it's a Serta. They had one that seemed almost as good and was a lot cheaper. Back before I could afford one of these, I just simply put a piece of 1/2 or 3/4 inch plywood under the cheap mattress that I had. It wasn't as good, but it definitely firmed it up some, and I got that trick from my dad who had used it. He has a bad back as well, and that got him some relief when he had a cheap mattress. And finally, number 1, strengthening my core muscles. I don't think I can overemphasize this one enough. I was about to get back surgery, and my wife had been begging me to go to Pilates at the gym with her, so I finally broke down and went, and lo and behold, after 2 or 3 classes, my back started feeling better. I got to doing research. It appears that the core muscles help take pressure off the spinal column, and wow, I felt better than I'd felt in 10 years. So some other things you could do would be light yoga, maybe even moderate yoga. If you get to doing some of the really advanced stuff, sometimes that can go the other way and cause some back pain. Also flutter kicks. The military is a big fan of these. These seem to strengthen the core and have helped me out as well. But I could not emphasize enough that strengthening your core muscles, or at least for me, strengthening my core muscles really fixed a lot of stuff for me. I think that that's overlooked probably by a lot of people. Guys, I know there's other things out there that probably help a lot of other people as well. Please put those in the comments. Other people can read those. I'll read those. And maybe some other people could get some benefit from that as well. Thank you so much for joining me today for part 2 of my video series on back pain relief. If you haven't seen part 1, be sure to look for the link for that and check that out. Until next time, we'll see you.